Alright guys, I'm just gonna say it. Modern Mortal Kombat games, you could say whatever you want about them, but they've always had amazing presentation. But they've been slowly losing something that older MK games had a lot of, and that's personality outside of the main fighting modes. Because back then, Mortal Kombat didn't just feel like online matches, ranked mode, story mode, and then that's it. Those games had some weird side content, experimental modes, unlockables, stuff that made the game feel bigger than just competitive play. And honestly, if NRS really wants to make Mortal Kombat 13 to feel special, they need to stop playing it safe and bring back some of that stuff. So today we're talking about 5 modes that need to return for Mortal Kombat 13, and by the end of the list we're getting into a feature that could genuinely change the future of Mortal Kombat completely, so tune in. But before we get into the list, if you guys don't know me by now, I'm Mr. Frosty Plains, but you can call me Mike. We do anything gaming news, reviews, playthroughs, analysis, and we do it in a chill way with no over editing BS. So if you like that style of content, be sure to hit that sub button and join the Mr. Frosty Flames Legion. At 1800 subs, we will be playing Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, which you guys know is one of the worst Mortal Kombat games. So if you want to see me suffer, be sure to hit that sub button and join the Legion. Anyways, let's get back to the video. And at number 5, we're gonna start off with the classic party modes, because these modes are just pure Mortal Kombat identity. And I'm talking about modes like Test Your Might, Test Your Luck, Test Your Sight. I'm surprised that these even vanished from Mortal Kombat. And no, these aren't revolutionary gameplay systems, but they make the game feel fun outside of sweating online. That's the thing older Mortal Kombat games understood really well. It's that not everybody is trying to become Evo champion. Some people just want to mess around with friends, do dumb challenges, laugh at random modifiers, or break your controller trying to mash buttons and test your might. And honestly, these little arcade style modes really give MK a lot of personality, especially Test Your Luck. That was my favorite because, bro, that mode was pure chaos. You'd have like exploding players, invisible fighters, earthquakes, random super armor, fire effects, everything, upside down screens. It was basically what if Mortal Kombat became a fever dream, and that was fun. Now obviously, if these modes came back in Mortal Kombat 13, they'd need improvements. Maybe implement them in an online support way so it's not just sweating online. You could have custom modifiers where you could actually choose what you want. You could have community challenges, seasonal rewards. Like, imagine content creators making hardest Test Your Luck setup possible, things like that. That would farm content online instantly. And at number 4, I'm gonna choose a nostalgic game mode, and that's Motor Combat from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I don't care what anyone says, Motor Combat was stupid, but it was a good kind of stupid. From Mortal Kombat Armageddon, this mode was basically what if Mortal Kombat made Mario Kart after getting punched in the head. And honestly, that's exactly why people remember it, because it was different. You had Mortal Kombat characters in goofy vehicles, ridiculous power-ups, violent kart racing, and a lot of chaotic maps with those stage traps. And it made Mortal Kombat feel less restricted. That's what modern MK is missing sometimes, because everything now feels super cinematic, super polished, very serious, very competitive focused while trying to be a casual game at the same time. But older MK games weren't afraid to be weird, and honestly that weirdness made them more memorable. Now imagine a modern Mortal Kombat mode with online multiplayer, customization, destructible maps, crazy fatalities during races, and maybe even seasonal events. Bro, people would play the hell out of that, especially casual audiences, like a Mario Kart in Mortal Kombat and online. And if NRS desperately needs more casual content that keeps people playing long term, this is a perfect mode to add from that. And at number 3, I have a fully explorable Krypt, because this is one thing Mortal Kombat 11 absolutely nailed. It had the Krypt in its atmosphere. The Krypt in MK11 felt like an actual game mode, not just a bunch of menus. You explored Shang Tsung's island in third person. You were solving puzzles, unlocking secrets, discovering lore, finding brutal areas, uncovering hidden rooms. It genuinely felt immersive for the Krypt. And honestly, that style of Krypt should have become a permanent feature moving forward, because unlocking cosmetics through exploration feels way more rewarding than here's a random battle pass item from like unlocking a tombstone in the ground or something. The Krypt gave players a reason to explore, to grind, to discover a lot of secrets and revisit areas, and it made Mortal Kombat feel mysterious again. Now imagine if MK13 expanded this idea. Like, for instance, they could add NPCs, mini quests, hidden boss fights, online co-op, rotating secrets, random encounters. You could basically turn turned the Krypt into a horror-themed exploration mode, and that fits Mortal Kombat perfectly. Like, this is something I was wondering why Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have. It's like, you're going backwards. Why are we going backwards? We had this full Krypt that was so amazing, and then it turned into invasions mode, which was booty cheeks, man. We didn't need that. We need something better. Now at number 2, I'm choosing a mode that has so much potential. Now Street Fighter 6 recently added this in its gameplay, and it has its ups and downs, but in the end, you know, a lot of people loved it or they didn't mind it. But in Mortal Kombat, it could have so much potential, and let me explain why. This is actually Create a Fighter from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Because back in the day, Create a Fighter was limited by technology, it was broken as hell, but now modern hardware could make this more insane. Imagine creating your own ninja, your own Lin Kuei warrior, maybe your own outworld monster, or your own cyber Lin Kuei assassin, or maybe you could just be like a black dragon thug, and you could have your own custom moves, your own custom gear, custom intros, fighting styles, voice options, fatalities even, you could name it. Bro, people would spend hours in this, especially now that customization culture is massive in gaming. And here's where things get really interesting, because this mode is not gonna just exist for avatar versus avatar online matches, because, you know, be honest, if you could make your own modes, people would just put the meta in and then make something broken. That's not what it's for. It should tie directly into my number 1 spot. And this is something Mortal Kombat 13 truly needs. And I said it once in a previous video, but I'm gonna say it again. A full RPG style conquest mode. Now, if you're fans of my channel, you would know where I stand on this. I made another video basically saying how this mode could really change Mortal Kombat 13 for the better, but I'm gonna say it again at number 1. And no, not another cinematic movie story mode where you occasionally fight between cutscenes. I mean like a real mode, an actual world. And I'm not saying, you know, discard the story mode, the cinematic story mode, because people love that. The point is, we gotta add more, make some more modes for the casual players to love. Like, imagine exploring Outworld, traveling to Earthrealm, visiting the Netherrealm, training with different characters, taking side quests, finding hidden fights, discovering lore naturally. And of course, if they add a Krypt mode that is cool and explorable, that could lead into the Conquest mode too. That is the future Mortal Kombat should move towards. Because one of the biggest reasons why people loved modes like Deception's Conquest mode, the Krypt Exploration, and even games like Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was because they made the Mortal Kombat universe feel real. You weren't just watching the world, you were in it. Now imagine combining that with Create a Fighter. Your custom character could be the protagonist, just like the World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6. You start off as like a nobody, a new recruit, or maybe a lost warrior in Liu Kang's timeline or something like that, and train throughout the game. Maybe you train under Scorpion, you learn moves from Sub-Zero, meet classic characters, you could choose your own alliances, unlock fighting styles, and basically build your own story. Bro, that would be huge for Mortal Kombat, and it solves one of MK's biggest problems, keeping casual players engaged long term, because people love progression systems, people love RPG systems, people love creating their own character, and if NetherRealm fully committed to this idea, MK13 could genuinely feel like the biggest Mortal Kombat game ever made. And in the end, that's honestly what I think Mortal Kombat needs moving forward. Not just stuff like prettier graphics, more fatalities, another timeline reset, none of that. But it needs actual modes. Things that make the game feel alive outside of ranked matches, because older MK games understood something modern fighting games sometimes forget. And that's fun side content matters. It creates memories, it gives personality, it keeps people playing. And if NetherRealm really wants Mortal Kombat 13 to feel special, bringing back modes like this could genuinely make it one of the most content-packed fighting games ever made. But that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with my list, or would you want another mode that I haven't listed to be in Mortal Kombat 13? Or maybe you disagree. Do you think that one of the modes I picked should not be in Mortal Kombat 13? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, join the Legion, yada yada yada. You guys know. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Mr. Frosty Flames out. Ciao.